Let me take you on a little Asian journey with me here, okay? Parasite, Minari, Drive My Car, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Past Lives Now. I will follow in your footsteps, motherfucker. So I saw Past Lives last week, and sorry, it's just like, why are what ifs so painful? You know what I mean? Like, why does that shit hurt it? You know what I mean? But yeah, I saw Past Lives, and it's really good. Don't know if that's a shocker to you all, but yeah, it's really fucking good. And it's interesting because, you know, I waited a couple days before I wanted to record this to really, you know, let the movie sit in here and everything, because for people like us who didn't see it at Sundance, we're going in with these already high expectations. You know, you hear about some Oscars, Best Picture, most critically acclaimed, it moves you to tears. You hear all this and you go into it, and how many times has a movie been overhyped for you? Happens all the fucking time. And as the credits roll during the movie, I was like, this wasn't what I expected at all, actually. When you see tweets and reviews about the movie and you hear that everyone was moved to tears at the end, you know, you're expecting a real gut punch to the movie. You know, at least that's what I expect. I expected a real specific moment where the movie hits you in the face, and then it's like, okay, boom, the tears are rolling. And that's not what I got from Past Lives. And to the point where I think Past Lives is amazing, it's to its credit. Because while, yes, you know, if you really want, I can point to some moments where it's like, okay, that might be the emotional core of the movie or whatever. To me, Past Lives is so special because it's truly the whole build of the movie. You're seeing these characters fully realized in the screenplay, fully realized, go through different periods of their life as they grow, as they separate, and as the ending scene is happening. I guess it doesn't really hit you about how much you've invested in it until that moment actually comes. Because it wasn't really towards the last 15-ish minutes of the movie where I was like, God, I just feel something about this is like making it ache. You know what I mean? And that is something truly special. I really think it is. As much as I have said on my channel, I don't care if a movie manipulates you, you know? I don't care if it does, as long as it works. There is no, like, A Star is Born finale, you know, crying moment, you know? And that's not a shot. A Star is Born, I love that movie. But there's no, like, singular moment like that. It's all a true build until the ending where there is some sort of cathartic release, but I mean, like, Jesus. And this is no spoilers, obviously, but, you know, kind of to that point, there's a scene of them just talking in a bar, and the Korean guy says a specific line, and I was like, God, fuck, why? And it's little lines like that. The movie doesn't hang on that line to really make it be like, hey, that's the line right there. Okay, make sure you remember that. This is where you're supposed to feel it. This happens, it goes, and the conversation continues, but your mind is just lingering on that specific line, and it's like, wow. I think the screenplay is absolutely fantastic. It's probably the best screenplay of the year, at least so far. But a screenplay can only do so much without the performances, and the three central performances are all incredible. I think none of them are loud performances. There's no real yelling. There's really not that much crying, even that much. Why do I keep saying that much so much? It's fairly normal. It's a pretty mundane performance. And that's not a knock, because as you're watching the movie, it's just like, I am watching real people. You know, I am not watching characters. And that goes to the point earlier where these characters are fully realized. None of them feel like a trope or anything to just move the plot along, or we're going to put this character in this position just so we can have some more conflict. None of the movie felt like that at all. Greta Lee is fantastic. She is amazing. I think Tae Yu is really good. I mean, he has a really hard job of kind of expressing happiness, but not wanting to express too much kind of sadness and angst in front of her, but also you still see it in his eyes. It's a great performance there. John Majaro is like amazing also as just the white husband that she meets. I mean, it's pretty great. And by the time the credits rolled, I mean, it's hard not to think about your own life or anything like that, about how many, what are the chances of the people that you've met? You know, one could say it's the dial of destiny. But kind of to that point, and this isn't my original idea, you know, I saw it on Letterboxd, but there's a Roger Ebert quote. And Roger Ebert, in an article or a review, I forget what it was, but he said that he's been saying for years that I never cry during sad moments in the movies, only during moments about goodness. And that is pretty much this movie summed up. I can't put it any better than that. I think this is incredible. This is my favorite movie of the year so far. I'm interested to see how long that stays, if it stays at all. We'll see. Past Lives, 4.5 stars. I'm gonna touch real briefly on Oscars, okay? But I expect this to get several nominations. And now, my initial fear of this movie in terms of actually winning or whatever is the feeling of it, like it is too small. Like I'm not sure how many techs it could get. I know we're getting really nerdy here, okay? But you know, you can throw in some picture, some director, an actress, and possibly actor, supporting actor, maybe. Greta Lee feels the most likely, but also that screenplay. I mean, gotta do the screenplay. One after that, then it gets a little weird because you never know how the rest of the year is gonna shake out. Personally, I love the cinematography of it. I really love the score. Don't know if it's enough to actually get nominations there, but we'll see. Check it out when it comes to your town. I mean, obviously New York and LA are gonna get it first just because they don't care about the rest of the cities in the US or the world. But yeah, watch it when it comes out.